Okay guys, so I'm going to talk about some rumors that were floating around last week. They were made public by Elliotte Friedman, and they're all about Arizona Coyotes defenseman Jakob Chychrun. So we're going to take a look at this rumor, we'll talk a little bit about Chychrun, we'll take a look at his stats, and I'm going to tell you why, if I were you, I wouldn't get my hopes up that Montreal is going to go out and get this guy. Alright, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret about Friedman and some of the boys. You might not be aware of this, but they like to get your panties in knots, okay? It's their job. These guys, they like to wind us all up on the backs like a little wind-up toy, feed you all this crap about your favorite team acquiring a star, and then they just let the toy go and let us all go absolutely insane. Because every big-name player that comes up on the market, you can bet your left nut. Montreal is in on him, Toronto's in on him, Vancouver wants them. Every fan base with a pulse. Their teams, they want them. So let's just go ahead and break down this rumor. But first, before we begin, if you're a fan of the Habs, or you just want to fill Jack Edwards up with a bunch of Diet Coke and then ram some Mentos down his throat to see what happens, then please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more of you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. Now, before we even talk about anything, alright, just wait, settle down, jeez. Let's take a look at where this rumor even came from. So, supposedly, on Elliotte Friedman's 31 Tots podcast, Friedman would say that a handful of teams were interested in Chychrun's services, including Montreal. He would say that the demand from the Coyotes was massive. They were going to be looking for a bunch of picks and prospects. And yeah, from what I've been reading, teams like Toronto, Edmonton, and our Habs are interested because, of course they are, right? All the juggernauts are going to be interested because it's going to light a fire under the fan base's ass. And listen, I like Friedman, okay? He's cool. I do like him. I like how sometimes he just says, you know what, screw this shit, and he just lets his body and facial hair get all out of control. The guy doesn't give a shit about anything, clearly. I mean, look at him. The man is a legend. And my intentions of this video is not to knock the guy down, but I just want to tell you why I don't think it makes any sense for Montreal right now. Due, of course, to the high cost. There's no doubt about it. Jakob Chychrun is a stud. The stats, they speak for themselves. He's only 23 years old. He's a 16th overall draft pick from 2016, which is, of course, the same year Montreal drafted Mikhail Sergachev at number 9. And Chychrun, the man of the hour here, really picked up his play last year, okay? He took things to another level. He nearly went a point per game. The guy had 18 goals and 23 assists in just 56 games. So there's no doubt he's got the goods. We all know what the man is capable of, although there is a bit of a plot twist here because this year, his play has definitely diminished a little bit. He's got 7 points in 26 games, and I'm going to let you in on another little secret. Even John Murrell has better numbers than that. Not only that, Chychrun is a whopping minus 29. Minus 29! But we all know the story here. The team is playing like an outdated bologna sandwich right now, much like Montreal. If anybody can relate, it's us. Both of these teams are fighting like pigs and shit right now to try and get the first overall pick of this year's draft. And unfortunately, to acquire a player like Chychrun, I'm assuming this is exactly what the asking price could be from a team like Montreal. Chychrun is young, so they're gonna want a grand slam of a package to ship this guy off to a different team. Ryan Poehling, our turkey Lehkonen, and a second-round draft pick is not going to get it done. They're going to laugh at that. Arizona would definitely have their eyes on Montreal's first-round draft pick. You better believe it. And I don't know about you guys, but I would not be a fan of watching Arizona go to this year's draft owning the first 2 picks of the draft in the slightest. That would suck. If I want any team going to the draft with 2 first-round picks, it's gonna be the Habs. Jeez. I like Chychrun. He's a good player. He'd look good in the Habs jersey. And at 23 years old, he would fit right in snugly through a rebuild. But parting ways with our first-round pick? No, not me. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Gordon is actually trying to make a big splash for a guy like Chychrun? Do you think he's willing to part ways with the first overall pick to get a guy like this? Or do you think Elliot Friedman is just spitting Fruit Loops out of his ass? Let me know, because I'm itching to hear what you guys think about this. Another thing that kind of freaks me out a little bit about this situation and makes me a little bit concerned, Jakob Chychrun, as I mentioned like 9 times already in this video, is 23 years old. So why on earth are the Coyotes even considering shopping this guy around? I mean, if he asks for a trade and he wants out, then I'm okay with that. I understand. Maybe he doesn't want to be a part of a team that's playing so bad. And if that's the case, then why Montreal? Because they're not so sharp either. But if he didn't ask for a trade and the Coyotes are actually shopping this guy around, then something's up. Something's not right here. Is there something we don't know? Is he a bad teammate? Does he go number 2 at the urn on the stadium? Because he definitely must have some sort of issues to warrant a trade from the Coyotes organization. Something is fishy. But anyway, guys, that does it for this video. This rumor has been made public knowledge now for over a week. I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. I've had a couple of people reach out and ask me if I thought that this trade could legit happen. And I gotta say, I'd be shocked if something like this actually went down, even with the new management, because I just feel like the asking price would be too high. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on what you think about this particular trade rumor. And hey, I'll see you next time.